Hey, this is Dr. Story. Of all the videos that I've done, probably the most controversial was one where I did a breathing technique where I just inhaled really deeply and then just let the air out and relaxed. I did it 30 times, and just as an example, I showed what it does to our body. Now, I can't just tell you I'm more relaxed. So I showed you on my blood pressure. I used a blood pressure cuff, and what I did is I took the blood pressure before, and then I took the blood pressure after, and the blood pressure normalized. People got so upset. I've got so many comments about that, and there were so many questions. I don't know how many questions there are right now. Every day I get questions. The questions are essentially always the same thing. The first is, this is baloney, or they use other terms. This is baloney. How can this actually work? It won't work forever. Well, the answer to that question is that nothing works forever. If you have high blood pressure and you go to a doctor, you can't just take one pill and expect it to work forever. You're going to have to take pills every single day, just as I recommend that patients breathe every single day. So blood pressure medication doesn't work forever. You have to continuously do it for it to have any effect. The same thing with your diet. You can't just eat healthy one day and expect it to work forever. But I get questions on the internet regarding, well, breathing doesn't work, it won't possibly work every day. Well, neither does your diet. Same thing with exercise. So the reality is, what will change your blood pressure forever? The answer is nothing. Nothing will change your blood pressure forever. You have to use methods and methodologies to normalize your blood pressure, and you have to repeat those things over and over on a daily basis to maintain good blood pressure. Another question that I get on the YouTube and the internet, people very angry, I checked my blood pressure and then, well, it'll go up again, or it didn't stay the same. There's misunderstanding about blood pressure. Blood pressure is not like your age. When you turn 48 years old, you're going to be 48 years old exactly for 365 days. The age never changes, so those numbers don't change. But blood pressure will change based on a million things. If you're stressed, your blood pressure goes up. If you're relaxed, your blood pressure will go down. If you exercise and take your blood pressure right after, you're going to be shocked at how high your blood pressure goes. The same thing with if you take your blood pressure and then you just stand up, walk around. Your blood pressure actually changes based upon whether you're sitting, standing, or lying down. So blood pressure is a dynamic number that can change for a lot of reasons. The reason why high blood pressure is a concern is whether you're relaxed, exercising, lying down, standing up, sitting, if your blood pressure is chronically high no matter what, then you're considered to have hypertension. So there was another comment that I find funny of people very angry, of course, saying, well, Dr. Story, you're wrong. The diastolic number is the most important. Well, I thought to myself, no, it isn't. It hasn't been for a long time. But of course, arguing with people doesn't work. So I just looked up on the American Heart Association, and it has a thing here for you, and I'll read it to you. It says, which number is most important? And it says, typically, more attention is given to systolic blood pressure, the top number, in case people don't know what a systolic is, as a major risk factor for cardiovascular disease for people over 50. In most people, systolic blood pressure rises steadily with age due to increasing stiffness of the arteries, long-term buildup of plaque, and yada, yada, yada. So it's got some things here. However, elevated systolic or diastolic blood pressure alone may be used to diagnosis. So the answer to probably 500 questions that I got was, the diastolic number is more important. No, it isn't. First of all, both numbers are important. But according to the Heart Association in America, the systolic is what you looked at. Also, if you just use Google, don't ask me, just Google which is more important. That's what I did. And we got something from the UK, and it says, we have discovered that systolic blood pressure, the top number, when the heart is squeezing and pushing blood round the body. Actually, they put round the body instead of around the body. I think that's just a difference in our language. The systolic blood pressure is more important than diastolic because it gives the best idea of your risk factors for heart attacks and stroke. So I get this question almost on a daily basis on the internet and of course, internet experts telling me that the diastolic is more important. Just Google it. Don't argue with me. So there's that. So another comment and complaint about the breathing technique is, I guess it's my fault because I don't remember putting it in the video of the instructions, but I tell patients this: do it once a day, forever. That's what the breathing is for. The breathing takes you a couple minutes. You just breathe in real deep and exhale, and do it 30 times. And it just gives your heart a break. It calms your body down. It calms your mind down. If you have a stressful life, you're allowed to have 5 minutes of relaxation. And that's what I tell patients is, you don't breathe like this all day long. That would be ridiculous. But what you do is you give yourself a break, man. Give yourself 5 minutes, relax. There were other questions. Some of them were like, you shouldn't breathe more than 4 times a day. I didn't understand a lot of the questions that were given to me, so I didn't answer them. But you can read the comments down below. So this is an addendum to my blood pressure video. I hope this clears things up. I hope it's more informative to you. And again, I would recommend to do deep breathing every day, forever. That's how long you're going to do it. Why forever? Because nothing that we do one time will have a permanent change in these numbers. So if you like my videos, give me a thumbs up. Watch that other video, it's very informative. I also have another video on diet and blood pressure, as well as exercise on blood pressure. Have a great day.